Okay guys, so here's the last thing we have to do on our 09 F150 that a local shop dropped off for us. Third brake light. Comes in a box like this. We have tons of different applications. So this one is the 09 to 14 F150. Unbox this. Pull the plastic tray out. Pull the light out. And what we have is we have our third brake light. So it does come with this plastic cover on, which you can take off just like that. That's to protect the finish on the lens. That way it's not scratched in shipment when it's inside this box here. So the other thing it does come with is going to be 3 Scotch locks. And this will be used to connect the wires because we don't provide a connector. So we provide the Scotch lock so you can connect it into the stock vehicle wiring. The only tools that you're gonna need for this is gonna be a pair of pliers, obviously to lock the Scotch locks down, and a Phillips screwdriver. Now, some of you may have, a Torx, like a T15 Torx head for your bolts that hold in your cab light. So just go ahead and look at what you have and determine what you have. On this particular vehicle, it is a Phillips screwdriver. Okay, so we're ready to take off the third brake light. So I'm gonna use a drill. You can use a drill if you would like, or you could just use a regular screwdriver. If you do use a drill, to take them off, you can put it on full setting, but to put them back on, you're gonna wanna turn down the setting, that way you're not cracking any housings. So let's get this removed. You wanna make sure you don't drop these. A lot of times people, and I've done it myself, drop it right in here in the channel. And what happens is there's some pans and stuff under there that this might sit on and you may never get it back. So be careful when you have these. If you have a little magnet tray, use that. I usually just set them right here in one of the recess channels just off to the side. That way I'm not losing them. Set that out. So now we can pull this off. And it looks like this is somebody else's old LED light. Not too sure whose it was, but so this is what we got going on for this particular one. Now, typically you would have these plugged into the back of your light. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these off and obviously install ours. So if you bought a used vehicle and there's something like this that's going on and your light's not working, most likely the culprit is gonna be the light itself. So you can just pull these apart and they come off just like this. These unsnap. Pull them off. Okay, we're done with that. You can see that this isn't a very good quality for whoever it is. I'm not too sure again, but see how bad it has yellowed. If you look at the lens, a lot of stock lenses will get like this too because they're clear with the chrome, and all the stuff. Dirt gets inside here, and it just yellows out. So it's good that we're replacing this. So obviously, from looking at that one, ours looks very similar, but I'll assure you that it's better quality. So what we're gonna do is we can reuse these ones. These ones don't look too bad. Black is gonna go to black. So you may have to cut some of the sheathing back that we have. If you do it like this, how it's all spread out. So what I'll do is I'll just cut some of our shrink wrap back like that. And just pull it back. That way you know, that piece will come right off once you pull it back enough. And then you can see you have more wires, more wire length. So the black will go to black. Just set that right back in there. And then how these work, they work by pinching down on the wire casing and splitting it to where it will make contact with the actual wire core. Oh, not those ones. Let's use these ones. So you take your pliers and you have this metal crossbar that will bite into the wires. You just press down on that. That way it seats really good. You can give it a little pull. It's not going to come out. Take this flap and fold it right over. It'll snap and you're good to go. So the next one is going to be red to red. So again, just slide that back in there. Like that. This metal tab will pop back up. Take your pliers and just give it a good squeeze and push that down. Now the last one is going to be our cargo wire, which is this white one. And that's going to go to these right here, this blue one. So this doesn't look like a stock harness either, so I'm assuming they had some other issues at one time with this truck. So slide this in here. Like so, right in that channel. Actually, you know what? Let's go the other way, because these are actually only made to go in one way. So that'll go in and sit in this channel right here. Like that. Push it down. Again, your metal piece, if you're reusing them, it'll pop back up because it's not seated all the way. And then you just get these. Give it a good crimp. Fold it over. It'll lock back down. Really, that's as easy as it is. So this you can just feed right back in here, like so. Just want to make sure you're not binding on anything. Seat that. Now with your screws, you want to hand start them. That way you're not cross-threading anything. And then with my drill back on a low setting, you can tighten it down. There you go. Let's check out the functions and we'll be ready to go.